are in your safety car. That rhymes. My bars are absolute fire today. Alright, let's just go. Here is your group. Some powerful race cars. All ready to go. Oh, sorry. Going a little over the speed limit there. Please don't ban Valve. Please don't ban. Oh, I'm a good boy, I swear. I need to speed it up. Give me the German power. There's your group. Going over the speed limit a little bit, but I'm not quite concentrating. Now, not too many drivers, but hey, it happens. It's going to be a bit of a long formation lap this, because this is quite a long track. I'm pretty sure there was 1 minute 50 lap times being done. 1 minute. It was under 1 minute 50, so okay. Sam pulling ahead a little bit of Gruwel. Come on, Chili, keep it. Try and keep it on the road, man. These rolling starts have always been a little bit chaotic, and I found that out pretty interesting way when I decided to race again for the last round of the WEC season. But chaotic there at the back, but it went okay. Yeah, it's time I start speeding up. There they are, hopefully I can get to the line. No! God damn it. Microsoft. It's not Microsoft fault. Yeah, it is Microsoft fault. Damn you, Microsoft. So here we are at Mugello for the sprint race. Spectate. We are here for the sprint race at Mugello. Let's see who can win it. Here they go, the race has already started. Let's see, Gruwel is on the attack, coming into the first corner. Sam going defensive. Is he going to try it around the outside? Yeah, but he actually goes a little wide and loses some time. Velo is not going to gain some more time. Just behind Velo is Duin. Duin also sitting right there, letting him know, hey, I'm here, man. Can I crash into you? Nah, he's not saying. If only. I mean, sorry, I don't know how my own crashes right now. So currently our fastest lap is a 3 minute 18, so very fast laps being done here. Let's stay with Gruwel as we wait for him to pounce on Sam. He's actually been caught up by Velo in the Bentley, so the pace isn't looking amazing right now for Gruwel at the beginning of the race. And our pole sitter is starting to crawl away as the man who started in second, Gruwel here, is being harassed by the Bentley of Velo just behind. So let's move a little further back to look at the action. We are on with Silux here. So Silux in the Aston Martin, he is just behind that Bentley of Mini. He is quite close to him. first lap is almost complete. First racing lap, I mean. They come for the last straightaway, for the main straightaway. And Sarlacc actually goes a little bit wide and gets caught up by Valve, so Valve has made up a place. And some Mercedes sit at the back there, so it looks like a bunch of Mercedes are sitting at the back, so Mercedes underperforming in this race. And Sarlacc falls behind Mini a bit. Let's move up just a little bit to Ness. Ness has a little lockup as we get to him, and so does Mini behind. So looking pretty equally spaced at the moment. Ness has actually just gotten a little closer to Duin. Seems to move a little bit further up to Velo. So Velo, yeah, in third. He is still on Gruval. Gruval's going to have to defend sooner or later. Gruval going a little wide there on the corner exit. Sticking onto him like the grass in this game. Yeah, I like the grass in this game. The grass in this game is pretty sticky. I'm not too sure what they are putting on that grass, and I don't want to know what they did to that grass. You know, getting on the grass is pretty much a death sentence during a race because the car is stuck to it, and it makes turning not too easy. Velo is a little closer than we last saw. He's going to have to wait for that long straightaway to be able to make a move. That Jaguar always been a meta car in the endurance open endurance races. Very quick in the straight line. I've been gapped by them many times, but that's just because I drive the C7 Corvette in open lobbies. And Gruval doing a little bit of a drift there, going wide. Velo's going to gain some time. He's doing a drift again, trying to get on the power. So does Velo, but it's not as bad as Gruval. And he's going to have the slipstream down the main straight. Having a look around the outside, Gruval is defending that inside, and he's getting by him. So the straight line speed of the Bentley looking very good. So there's two British brands versing each other. And Gruval gets... Oh, no, I thought so. He went wide there, braking a little bit deep. And Gruval is now stuck on the inside. Oh, and he touches Velo, and they get sent out just a little bit. So Forza Glue just kind of plaguing two drivers there. Now Velo falls just a bit behind because of Gruval's mistake there. So Gruval fighting pretty hard to keep that position. And here comes Velo on the inside. He's going to be pushed to the inside as they come up to this fast corner. They're going to bang wheels, but they're both going to keep it on track, and Velo falls behind, so some pretty hard racing going on here. It's always good stuff. I love to see it. It's good for. It's a good thing. Make up for the low attendance. So it looks like because of all this fighting, Duin isn't caught up too much, but he is further ahead than he was before. Yeah, he's caught up a little bit. He's taken a gap. He's made a gap to the nearest driver, and Velo having a little look around the outside. He's gonna maybe try and cut back there. He's gonna have to wait till the main straight, I suspect. Maybe Gruval will do the same as he did last lap, because he does seem to be going pretty wide on those long corners. Yeah, he does go a little wide there, and I don't know if that's maybe just his line. Maybe he does get a good exit with it, but it didn't seem to gain any time with Velo, and Velo now has a slipstream. Slipstream not being too useful in Forza Motorsport 7, but it is there, and he's going to use it. He does have that straight line speed, and he's going to try to run the outside again, just as he did the lap before. Is he going to get the positions for Gruval? Going to go deep again? No, he actually kept it on the corner. He broke much later than Velo and kept it there. Velo's going to have another look around the outside. Gruval is going to cut him off just before they reach the corner. Some good defending. Duin is actually caught up now, so this is a three-way fight for second now. Very, very good stuff here at Mugello. Sorry, that was unnecessary. And you can hear the Aston Martin soaring into the distance as these two fight. and lose even more time than they did before, so it's pretty much over right now for these two drivers to get that win. Because that Aston Martin is flying. The Pulsar gone. Gone like the wind. This is pretty much, this is just pretty much a British dominated series right now. We've got Bentley, McLaren, we've got Jaguar, Aston Martin, all British brands. We've got the German brands at the back, being Mercedes, poor Mercedes. Those cars seem to be not too good. So we are having a Ford situation in the WEC season. Those Fords were also underperforming. I believe they did pretty well in the last race of the WEC season. WEC. Just call it WEC. I think WEC's a little better. So Groenewald has gained time, and now they're pretty equally spaced out, somewhat equally spaced out. So it looks like this battle is over for a little while, unless Doohan can catch up to Velo. But as we saw before Velo started fighting Groenewald, there was already a pretty large gap to Doohan. So I think Velo might just be escaping from Doohan again. Doohan goes a little deep there, loses even more time. Let's do this time intervals, right? Yeah, I don't know. So almost 8 seconds is the gap between second and first. Oof. All that fighting has lost them way too much time, and I think it might have been a little unnecessary. Let's move a little further back here to Ness. Nothing really going on here. He is having his own little battle with the corners. Very nice battle to have there. So it is all pretty equally spaced out right now. And it looks like all this action is over, but we do have some action up here. Yes, we do. It is our this Mercedes is the highest Mercedes right now. All the other Mercedes are sitting all the way at the back there. We've got A Buzz, who's pretty much half a track behind the man first. So I'm not too sure what happened there. Sorry about that, my controller disconnected for some reason. Well, for some reason this cable is a bit wonky. I do races with this cable, and I've got to always pray that it's little drift there from the Aston Martin behind. It is actually a Bentley battle up ahead, I think, between two teammates here. Yes, it is. So Mini and Valve fighting for position, and Valve got ahead there. I believe he was behind him before that point. So now Valve has gotten up into that position. Both these cars are the exact same, so there aren't any real speed advantages in the straights. So it is equal grounds for these two drivers. And Mini having a little look up the inside there, but I wouldn't want to try anything too ambitious with your own teammate. Can you show the time gaps between the cars on I cannot do that. The time gaps between the cars are on the top of your screen there. Just get a little closer here. Third option. Good. Along the bottom bar. Third option along the bottom bar. Oh yes, but the time intervals are already showing between each car. I think. Yeah, I did. Fourth option. Map. Right here. Thank you. I didn't actually know this was a thing. You're a damn hero. So here are little time intervals. Mini's actually... Oh, Mini getting attacked there by a Mercedes. I think he might have lost position. No, he didn't. Okay, so the ST5 is still behind him, but it is becoming a three-way scrap here for that 7th position. A little slide there. He does keep it on track. Ooh, having a little look around the outside. I'm not too sure how reliable that would be on a corner like this. Now they are now coming up to the straight. I'm not too sure how the Mercedes performs in the straight compared to the Bentley. As far as I know, the Bentley is the quickest in the straight right now, and that is look pretty equal so far on the straight actually. But ST5 does have that slight slipstream, and he's actually going for the dive bomb there, but he's probably going to go very deep. He doesn't. So doing what Gruval did on the driver and second earlier, Velo. So what Gruval did on Velo there has been done to Mini by ST5. So now Mini is being attacked by the Aston Martin. Not going too good for the factory Bentley team here in Mugello. I've not quite checked the race results of the previous race I'm at as well. While this battle unfolds, and Silex having a little look around the outside. He's still trying to get that outside there. So there is Manic, our potato team driver. I might as well just go over to the potato team driver in the Mercedes. So he is chilling back here, also racing the corners. I'm pretty sure that is Potato. He's the Potato Man. We would just say he's in first place, because I'm biased. I mean, I'm not biased, you are. Sorry. Anyway, back to our little battle here. We have not missed any overtakes. Usually when I go to someone else, an overtake happens, but luckily that does not happen this time. So the Forza gods being forgiving to me, not focusing on the battle. It's actually getting quite close here, turning into a 3-wheel battle again, as ST5 has lost time since the last time we saw them. Now it is a slipstream and another slipstream. Slipstream brigade. Actually, that Aston Martin is losing time in the straight, and Mini is going to try around the outside. The outside not really working for this corner, and I don't think it's working for any corners. And it is not going to quite work, and he ends up losing more time than he had earlier. Now Silex is able to attack once again in that Aston Martin. World's coolest looking Aston Martin, I have to say. Sorry guys. Is he trying something? Yes, I thought he was trying something. The camera angle's a bit weird there. He is only he's only 2/10 off, I believe. No, wait. We need to go to Mini here. We're gonna hop onto Mini. Silex right behind, 2/10 off to the driver ahead. I like the sound of the Bentley. I do gotta say right there. And ST5 is gaining time again as he tries to defend from Silex. Silex pretty much sniffing his. He doesn't have a tailpipe. Pretty much sniffing his diffuser there. Because he does not have a tailpipe. Do any of these cars actually have tailpipes? I don't think so. I think all these cars have side exhausts. ST5 going a little bit wide there. Yeah, but I don't actually know yet if that is a specific line people are taking. It doesn't quite look like it, as he hasn't really taken much of the corner there. So maybe just a mistake, because he has been caught up by Mini. Right here, let us have a little look at Valve. So here's Valve. He's actually caught up to Ness quite a bit. So we'll maybe have a fight for 5th here. 9 laps to go. I don't believe that people pit during these sprint races. I think they do, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh, and of course we missed an overtake, so a mistake from the Bentley driver, I'm assuming. Lost him a lot of time, and now Silex finally gets ahead after trying to get ahead for many laps. So Mini has fallen even further behind, and his teammate is soaring into the distance. and is looking for another position on a fellow Bentley. There we go. Let's hop on with the driver in second. It's actually gotten pretty close here again. And Velo is right back on Gruval, and it is still the McLaren driver hanging around at the back, waiting for a fight to ensue. So Gruval winning the championship of the last season. Ooh. Peculiar line taken by Velo. Maybe he's trying to replicate Gruval's line, I'm honestly not too sure. But he has lost some time through that last sector. So when we did see him, he was a lot closer. But that straight line speed of the Bentley, I think, is pulling him along. Yes, it is. Bentley bias confirmed. Valve made the Bentleys faster on purpose. Confirmed? No, I'm just kidding. He's trying it up the sorry, not up. On the outside. Yeah, there ain't no up on the outside, you feel me? Wait, there is. No? I don't know. Please leave me alone. Stop bullying me. You're not bullying me, sorry. I don't know. I'm a little bit sleepy, guys. Can't lie. Just a little bit sleepy right now. Happens to the best of us. So Velo seems to be keeping it very close through the first and second sector, but then loses his time in the third sector. So maybe just a Jaguar dominated section of the track. Just see, you'll probably gain time through the sector. Let's see by the last corner how much he gains. So Velo is 3/10 behind. Actually keeping it closer than I thought. So he didn't end up losing much time, just 1/10 through the last sector here. Okay, oh, he's lost an extra 10th there. So he's lost 2/10 in total. He's actually gained it back, so his line is focused on the corner exit. And so he compromises the corner entry and gains on the corner exit. That is pretty good, man. Can't lie. I'm not a liar. And yeah, gaining crazy amounts of times in the straights. So that Bentley absolutely insane in the straights. And he is trying it around the outside. Obviously the outside never works. But it looks like it is. He's going to get the inside. Coming up to this corner. Oh, looks like he's backing out a little bit, because that could be disastrous. So he had the inside for a bit, and the outside did end up working, surprisingly, for that corner. So he's an absolute wizard making that work. He didn't get the pass, but you know. Here they are coming up to this fast left-hander. So Velo takes more corner than Gruval, using more road. What that looks like anyway. Only got a few more laps left, so that window of opportunity is closing slowly. Velo 3/10 off. Whoa. Looks like he went a little wide there, and that will lose him some time. He only lost 2/10, or about 1/10. I've got to charge my laptop. Oh, yeah. Lost a good chunk of time there through the last sector due to driver error. And I think he's going to gain he's going to gain 1/10 on the corner exit, as he does. Now he will have that straight line speed and the slipstream coming down to the first corner. I'm sure we're going to see some monumental dives for the last lap. At least I hope we do. Here he comes, 2/10 off, 1/10. He's going to try it around the outside again. Going for the switchback. Gruval parks it on the curb, and it isn't going to happen. Not yet, anyway, I suspect. He has been hounding Gruval for pretty much the entire race. Wants that position, I'm sure you can tell. Now let's head a little bit further back to the ST5. And the Bentley driver of Mini has fallen behind since the last time we saw. Now ST5 is fighting the Aston Martin for 7th place. And since then, Valve has actually gotten past Ness. So Valve has overtaken Ness and gained quite a sizable gap between the two. Back to the top three, sort of. Top three. Sam has amassed a 16.3 second gap. Whew. It's quite a lead, man. That's what I've got to say. He's rounding the last corner now. He's already lapped someone. He's lapped a Mercedes driver at the back. Being a Buzz, I'm pretty sure. So Gruval's gained some time, so maybe a pretty big mistake from Velo lost him some time there while we weren't looking. But he gains a lot of time on the corner exit here, as he does, and he's going to have that straight line speed now. And he's only 4 tenths behind, unlike last lap he was 5 tenths, so he's going to have 1 more tenth to use than last lap. He is gaining. I suspect he's going to go for the outside again, as that is his only option. Yes, it is. Ooh, they're going to clash a little bit. Gruval trying to push him to the outside there as much as he can, but he didn't expect him to be there. Heating up a little bit. They're cooking for position right now. They're cooking. Who is cooking the most? I don't know, man. We'll just have to see. Let's hop on board with Velo and let's go to the onboard camera. No, I want the roof camera. Yeah. So here is the roof cam from Velo. Sorry, I wasn't commentating, I wasn't cooking there. So, as usual, we had a move for the outside, and as usual, it didn't work. Look at these beautiful onboards. So yeah, 4 tenths is the gap through this third sector. They are coming up to the back marker, so let's see how the back marker does with these two rapid drivers behind them. And I think Doohan is actually caught up again because of all the fighting. So Doohan is going to try and get this 3rd place if he can. If they start fighting again, he can try and catch up. and they come through the snake. I'm just going to call it the snake because it's a snake. Snakes and ladders. I've played Snakes and Ladders. Yes, I can play a game of Snakes and Ladders sometime. I don't know. I'm a Snakes and Ladders. Great game. You should play it. Anyway, as usual, we have Mugello gaining time on corner exits with his pretty good line. And Gruval's going to try and get that slipstream from the back marker. The back marker not really seeing Gruval behind him. Oh, but dodgy there. He's actually going to gain time. So the back marker not really allowing Gruval to use much of the track. And Velo had an opportunity to try and get his nose up there on the inside, but Gruval blocked it off nicely. Rightio, we are back for another Velo moment, as he's going to gain time in the last corner. Yep, and he is going to try and move into the first corner, as usual, on the outside, I suspect. There he is, gaining chunks of time on the straight, and Gruval moving to the inside. And so, as usual, gets put back behind. He's going to have to try something pretty monumental on the last lap if he does want this place, because Gruval has some very nice defending. Right. Keep getting distracted by small things. Let's hop on with Silux. ST5 has gained a little bit of time on Silux since the last time we saw him. So, Valve is in 4th. Valve absolutely booming right now. ST5 has moved up to 5th. Somebody got disconnected. Yeah, that means Valve. Wait, what? Duin? What happened to Duin? Did Duin make a pit stop? Not telemetry, I want damage. So Duin made a pit stop for some reason. I think he might have been pushing the car too hard, trying to keep up with the two in front, and he had to get fuel. So that definitely kind of destroyed his race there, and unfortunate for him. Let's hop back on board with Velo, and he doesn't actually get to try it around the outside this time, so he might have lost time in that last corner. It is the second last lap, as Sam continues to extend his lead. My map is gone. Map. Stay focus. We are 19.1 seconds to the nearest driver. Sam is dominating. Back to these two. who have had a pretty nice fight for the entire race. You don't get to see that too often from a round 2. It's been a very good round 2, so clearly round 1 is now the cursed round, because round 1 went pretty badly, just in general. So it looks like round 1 is the new curse for PR, and I suspect it'll change every season. I'm not too sure, maybe every 2 seasons it'll change. Right, here we are. Wells gained nearly a second there in the last sector, but obviously it all tumbles down through that last corner, and now Velo is going to have that straight line speed. I want to go to Sam, really. We'll go to Sam once he's around the last corner so I can watch him. And Velo, it's a pretty good run. He's gonna have to do something now. It is the last lap. He's gonna have to try his hardest to get past. He is giving it his all for the last lap. This will hopefully be a monumental fight through the next few corners. Not really taking as much track for that next corner. While doing a little bit of slide, he's gonna have less corner to work with now. And he might just get a look. He is not going to try it. That would be a pretty hectic thing to do through that corner. But he is still right on and giving it his all here. 1/10 between them, now going to 3/10. It's a interesting corner line. Oh, he's losing time here. He's gonna have to give it all for the last corner because he does have that straight line speed. And so let's hop on here with Sam. So Sam, who's leaded for pretty much the entire race. I really just want to watch this battle though. So Sam is leaded for this entire race, gets a win by 19 seconds. What a drive from him. And we head back to the battle here for second. It's not looking too great. He would need more speed, and I don't think he's going to get it before the line. Unfortunately for Velo, he is going to get that third. Hurval is going to get that second. And for the top 3, I think nothing changes in terms of qualifying. And so that is it. And coming home in 4th is Valve. Valve having a very good race. He started from nearly last. I think he started from last overall. And just behind him is the ST5, who was having a battle with someone, and he gets 5th. And behind him was Silex. So Silex in 6th. In 7th was Ness. Here he is. In 8th was Mini. 9th was Duin. Duin making that pit stop kinda destroyed his race, as I said earlier. And there's Dale the Hitman, finishing in 10th. So I think those Mercedes need a little buff. There's Manic having a bit of trouble right there. And it's giving me a loading screen. So the Potato Team car, there it is. It's kind of just driving now. Having a bit of fun before the race is over. So I'd say a pretty good race. For the attendance, I would say it's a pretty good race. I enjoyed it. First time back commentating after a little while. I'd say I did okay, apart from messing up a few times. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sure that's fine. And there is Manic for the Potato Team, finishing in 11th. So very nice racing. And there is A Buzz, who's just had an off. And he's still not finished his race yet. I think he went off because he thought the drivers ahead were still racing, and those are just AI. Doing a little drift there. It's the Buster. And here's A-Buzz going through the last corner, having a little fight with the AI, just to finish it off. And that is our race complete, the sprint race for Mugello. Fortunately, I did miss the first race because of load shedding. Unfortunately, not much I could do. And here are your race results. So there is Sam also with the fastest lap, a 154.032, so beating out his qualifying time. And Gruwal finishing second, Velo in third, Valve in fourth. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was weird. Whoops, please don't ban. Silux in fifth, Mini in sixth. So Silux, I did not see him get a pass on someone. So Silux finishing much higher than I thought. Did he? I don't know. I thought he was behind ST5. Honestly, whatever. Good job to him in his Aston. Mini in 6th, ST5 in 7th, doing an 8th after that interesting pit stop strategy. Well, there wasn't supposed to be pit stops during the sprint race anyway. We have Manic in 10th. Sorry, Dale the Hitman in 9th, Manic in 10th, A-Buzz in 11th. And Ness DNFing. So there's our DNF. I'm honestly not so sure when he did DNF. I actually kind of forgot about him. He was quite far behind. So there we go.